All right, and with that, let's start this session of Curse of Strahd. I'm so excited. I hated that.
Ooh.
All right, what happened a month ago?
a month and a half ago. Holy
Yeah, a month
shit.
and some change. I'll spare
So
you.
we-
Go ahead.
okay.
Actually, go ahead.
Oh,
You started. You started.
So
You did, sir.
I fucked up. And you always have. Can I just say, whenever I don't say anything, yours is like beautifully put together, like told and story wise. I'm like giving a presentation I didn't prepare for. But okay, so Lazlo, our boy, he got taken. He got snatched. We don't know where. We think it might be a gang of his fellow furries. So we're trying to find him. I got the Tome of Strahd, the prophecy about him, and then yeah, we like fucked up all the mutants and stuff, and then Strahd came, and then fucking Vasilka's dad turned into angelic being, just floating around doing their thing. But then we beat them, and then we buried them. And then, do you guys remember what happened after we buried him? It was like something was there were clues to something, but then like we had to leave because we were getting chased by all the mutants that we unleashed upon the town.
We found a ring, but also freaking Strahd invited us to his castle.
Oh, sick. Okay, so we got the invite. We accepted the invite. And then we decimated a town with mutants. We didn't, but as a result of our actions, so that was pretty fucked up. But then after that, I was studying the tome. Then we got a little flashback to baby Strahd, and and I sparred with him for a little bit,
You're
beefed a little bit.
right.
And honestly, I didn't think that we learned much other than his dad was an asshole. So the whole villain sucks, but maybe their backstory is a little sad, so it makes it less sucky. But yeah, and that's where we left off.
Amazing. You can take inspiration for that.
Ah, thanks.
Yeah.
Good memory, dude.
All right. So, in their attempts to sneak out of the Abbey of St. Markovia, the Sirens, with Vasilka in tow, encountered the abbot in the middle of conversation with none other than Strahd von Zarovich himself. Sensing the Sirens leaving with his solution to all of Barovia's problems, the abbot becomes enraged and attacks, attempting to gain the missing piece of his puzzle, Azula's face. After a difficult battle which culminated in the revealing of the abbot's true form, the Sirens and Vasilka managed to defeat the abbot, sending him falling to the ground with crossbow bolts in his eyes. Strahd approached the incapacitated body of the abbot and finished what little life remained. Following the battle, Strahd invited the fallen Sirens to Castle Ravenloft, ensuring safe passage along the way. Strahd then departed on his flaming nightmare, leaving the Sirens to bury Vasilka's father. As they did so, they were discovered by the abbot's horrified assistant Cloven, who proceeded to run into the abbey and unleash all the mongrel folk within. The Sirens made haste from the abbey, descending to Kresk below, the mongrel folk right on their tail. In desperation, they called for the townsfolk to hide for shelter, but the town was quickly overrun. The Sirens had no other choice but to make their escape. With Kresk in their wake, the Sirens consoled one another and made east for Rictavio's tower, as he had an idea to where their friend Lazlo may be. En route, Lilith opens the Tome of Strahd, teleporting the party into Strahd's past. They observe a young, dejected Strahd, who was recovering from a difficult sparring battle. Lilith approached young Strahd and showed him compassion in the form of teaching him fighting techniques. Afterward, they are promptly returned to the land of Barovia and arrive for Rictavio's tower. So, as you approach, it is your 11th day in the land of Barovia. 4 a.m. Sun hasn't even broke. And you come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop a buttress that supports the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon spattered with mud. Rictavio, seeing this other wagon, he looks around and says, "It appears someone has taken up residence. I'd be on guard."
So I'm going to imagine um our boy Lazlo's like the shorts or the pants that he's always wearing. And
Mhm.
then I'm gonna use locate object.
Okay.
The spell that I had prepared for months and was looking forward to using this moment.
No fucking
Right.
way.
Right.
So as long as I describe those sweet, sweet pants, I sense the direction of the object as long as that's within 1,000 feet of me. If it's in motion, I know the direction of its movement.
1,000 feet. Okay. Let me refer to something really quick.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Months of planning down the drain.
Right.
Just kidding. No way.
Hold on. No, you're good. I'm just trying to I know exactly where those pants are. I just need to know.
Do I know exactly where those pants are?
I just need to know the scale for which the distance is here.
I'm imagining you going square by square, like, okay, 5,
That's almost what it's
10,
coming to. You
50.
said feet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. It's you don't sense within 1,000 feet.
Oh!
Mhm.
Alright. Do I alternatively okay, just kidding. Okay, so just for housekeeping, alternatively it says the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a type of apparel. Does that mean that, like, even though I was specific with his pants, like I'm like, oh, his pants aren't here. But if I said where are the nearest pants, it'd be like, oh,
You would,
they're on your body.
Yeah, the pants that someone else is wearing or that you're wearing.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
All right, yeah, I don't sense Lazlo nearby, so he must not be here at the wagon.
This is Rictavio's.
Can I perceive if we're like a square away from 1,000 feet, or if it's like for sure not? anywhere in
Given
the area?
given Lilith's scan,
Mhm.
she can infer that it's not within 1,000 feet or even 1,001
Mhm,
feet. It's not.
Gotcha.
It's just not tracking.
Gotcha.
And wait, so this is Rictavio's tower? Or this
Correct.
is in
Yeah, he told you this was his tower. Mhm.
That someone's in your. You think someone's inside your tower, Rictavio?
Could be. I haven't been here in quite a while.
Do you usually host guests?
I do not.
Can I look for footprints around the ground, like maybe leading to the tower?
Okay, roll investigation for me then.
Ooh, a hot ass 3.
Okay. With a 3, you look down on the ground and you see the tracks that this wagon have left have been dry for quite some time, and caked over. The wagon itself is covered in mud and well traveled. It doesn't appear newly accessed or recently accessed rather. And as far as footsteps go, anything that was there was lost to time.
and I say Arielle goes, maybe your guests need some entertainment. I say we go inside.
Rictavio holds one hand up and he goes, I'll access the door for us. There's a special technique. But if someone's inside, just be on guard.
All right, I follow him to the door, sort of
gonna
like hiding
pull
behind it
out-
and standing ready.
I'm gonna pull out my spear.
Okay. Let's see. The Lilith and Azula, as you stand behind Rictavio as he approaches the door, you observe this tower door made of iron with no visible hinges with no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word, Khazan, Khazan. I'm gonna send you a copy of this image, what this image looks like. Actually, maybe I'll drag it on.
That was menacing as fuck.
Mhm.
Whose audio is that?
This is what the door looks like.
Oh, nice. Oh, shoot. All right.
Wait, where?
In the
It's on
owlbear.
the owlbear hand.
Oh,
All right, and as Rictavio approaches the door, he kind of like just kind of stretches a little bit. He goes, "It's been a while since I've done this," and he proceeds to do a funny little dance. Kind of like he's moving his arms about, almost like he's b-boying, but after a moment, after several gestures, the door opens, just creaks open, turns around, he gives all of you a wink, and you guys are led inside. Right?
Hey, Rictavio. That was really cool.
Yeah, I like your moves.
Thank you.
I go up to him and I whisper, I was like, hey, Rictavio, which one's the starting point?
He says you can start on either end.
Gotcha.
As long as they're in order. Be warned, if you break the order at any time, the consequences are dire.
What happens?
Oh, you don't want to know. A beast is unleashed. It's an entire thing.
Thank you for telling me that, because I was about to.
It's good to know.
I was about to
To the front of the door,
try.
like.
Yeah.
No, yes, I was
You
about to try.
You do not want to make a mistake. Trust
What?
me.
Okay, so just don't. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So
that's hilarious.
as he leads you all inside, this flagstone floor is strewn with debris, and a few old crates stand near the east wall. A torn curtain to the south partially obscures the tower vestibule. A 5-foot square indentation in the center of the floor contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that stretch up through a similarly sized hole in the rotted wooden ceiling. Standing next to the chains are 4 tall clay statues.
You said 4?
Mm-hmm.
What are the statues?
Leads you inside. Oh, these statues pull the elevator.
What?
what?
Right, and he stands in the middle of this of the tower, and the clay statues start to grasp at the chains, and slowly in unison, just
Hey, wait for us.
only one person can fit. You'll have to take the next one.
How will we know if you're okay?
I'll be fine. He gets lifted up into the next floor.
Cool, who's next?
I'm sort of looking around for a button to push.
Can we rock, paper, scissors?
I say, don't worry, I'll go. And then I cast Unseen Servant, and I'm like, go ahead, you can pull. And can it pull me up?
So you want the unseen servant to pull for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wait for the platform to descend again to the very bottom. The 4 statues lowering it back down to position, and you stand. Presumably, you stand in the middle.
Yeah, and then like the Unseen Servant is like either right under me, or I don't know. How are the ropes?
There are 4 chains on the corners of this platform, and with the clay statues grasping the chain on all 4 grasping the chains on all 4 corners, and you want your unseen servant to pull them.
Yeah, just to be double safe, I guess.
Okay. You feel you see the slightest debris kind of like fall off of the shoulder of one of these clay golems as your unseen servant climbs atop, and you see a little bit of tension added to one of the chains as it holds onto it, and
Shit, poor guys.
and so you after a moment they wait, appearing some sort of command.
Kazan.
Nothing.
Have you really just left us?
I'm like, okay, unseen servant, you may step down, and then let's see if it moves up. Does it move up?
Still nothing. You hear from several floors above, Rictavio's voice say, "Take her to the top," and then with that, the 4 clay statue golems like,
Oh.
and you start getting pulled up. You see the first. You see the first of these floors, and as you get raised, dust and cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room, the wooden floor of which is badly rotted and partially collapsed as you get pulled through the second floor. You approach the third floor, and this time you see time and elements have all but destroyed this chamber, leaving a gash in the northwest wall and slimy black mildew on the walls. The wooden floor is completely rotted and has begun to fall away in places. And as you get pulled to the last floor, unlike the levels below, this room shows signs of recent habitation. And although the place reeks of mold and mildew, it has plenty of creature comforts, including a cozy bed, a desk with a matching chair, bright tapestries, and a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. The light enters through arrow slits as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. Other features of the room include a standing suit of armor and a wooden chest. Old wooden rafters bend under the weight of the tower roof, which has somehow remained intact. Mounted to the rafters are pulleys around which hang iron chains that support the tower's elevator platform. So let me just uncover all of these, because essentially we're through all of them. And place you on the top floor with Rictavio.
Yeah, hop into the elevator. My turn.
All right. And before long, after a couple minutes, the 4 golems lower the elevator also and await your ascent into it.
Take me up, please.
Right, and as you approach, it starts to lift and take you. With Azula, with you and Ireena and Vasilka waiting at the base, Ireena turns to you and she says, "Should one of us stay out here and stand guard?"
Ooh.
She goes, I can do that. I can do that.
Should we take Vasilka with us, or do you think she'll be better down here with you?
She should probably go with you all.
Okay, Vasilka, you go first. I think it's better if you make sure you're up there first.
She goes, "I shall." She walks several steps ahead, stands on the platform, and she's kind of unsure what's supposed to happen. She might have been outside when everything inside took place.
I go, "Please take her up."
And with that, the 4 statues start. Their bodies kind of like creaking with stone grinding up against each other with the movement of their joints moving in unison, and they take up Vasilka as well. Ireena kind of gives you like a knowing nod, and she goes, I'll stay watch. Go ahead."
All right, come up if you need anything.
Sure, I'll call. And after waiting a couple moments, the 4 clay statues take you to the very top as well.
Well, that was a trip.
And Rictavio goes, now that we're all here, I can show you what I've been meaning to show you.
Aw, this is so cute.
He takes you to a northwest slit right behind his desk. He goes, peer out into that window.
I go and peer out behind his desk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I peer out into the window.
As you peer out into the arrow slit, you see in the distance, maybe a mile or two away, the foresty cliffside of this mountain. No, this foresty mountainside. And in the mountainside, you see some bare spots. And among the bare spots, you see an opening in the
like a cave.
Yeah. And
Oh.
Rictavio, speaking over your shoulder, he goes, "That's where I suspect your friend is."
But might I ask, what gives you the idea it's there? So not doubting you, just wondering.
My travels have led me to believe that there are several werewolf packs that use that cave as a base, as a hideout.
Wow. Do you know if werewolves, they can smell if we're not werewolves, right?
Werewolves have a keen sense of smell, yes.
Dang, how are we going to get in there? We can't even disguise ourselves. Do you have any, like, do you know if there's a dog nearby? Maybe we could, like, roll in their fur or something.
I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to find a dog that was friendly enough to allow that. I don't see many creatures that size that aren't out to get you.
So, do you recognize the wagon that's out front, or is that new to you as well?
That's new to me. I've never seen it. And moving up the floors, I didn't see anyone else. Unless did you all see them on your way up?
No, we didn't. Maybe we should head back down to take a look at that.
Maybe they were transporting Lazlo into the cave over there, and they left their wagon out here. No, they would have just changed into the wolf flesh.
And so,
Yeah.
have you noticed any signs of anything weird, anything out of place since you last came here, Rictavio?
Well, as I look around, it appears to have been lived in for a little bit.
Oh, gross.
Yes, I don't remember the last time I've stocked this stove.
Do you think they're still here?
As you saw as we approached, unless they were hiding, there's not many places to be.
That's why.
They
Do you
might
think
be.
there's hiding spot? And I go and I run and I stab under his bed with my spear.
And you stab a perfectly fine mattress as you release the cover.
No, under.
Oh, underneath.
Under.
Oh,
I didn't stab through.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and it just empty. You hit the wall on the very back. Nothing inside.
Sorry about that. I had to catch him by surprise.
Rictavio, maybe you should look through the chest and see if all your possessions are still there, or if anything's out of place.
Good call. Good idea. Let's see. He opens the wooden chest, and inside is a severed head.
Ah!
Is this yours?
He goes, "That actually is mine. That's supposed to be there."
Okay, no worries.
Whose head is that?
Oh, this is Jan. Jan. He kind of like lifts Jan's head and sets it down. As he rifles through the rest of it, he goes, "Everything's what it's supposed to be. Nothing too out of sorts here."
What happened to Jan?
For a
Thumbs
special
up.
occasion, or
Oh, Jan. Jan is a Vistana I picked up in my travels. He got booted from his village for stealing. And I saw him hitchhiking. I picked him up under the condition that he does not try anything funny. We traveled several days, and when he learned that I was attempting to track down Strahd,
he gave you 15 minutes of material.
pretty much. And on top of that, he tried to steal not only my wagon but my beloved Piccolo.
Not Piccolo.
Not Piccolo. I caught up to him, and well, you can guess what happened next.
It's a good thing you got ahead of him.
Oh my
Aw.
god. Take his inspiration away. Take his inspiration away.
But yes, he learned never to do that again.
Do you mind why? Do you mind if I ask why you saved the head?
It's a souvenir. Also,
Does it smell?
as you smell it, it smells like oils. It's you smell
Is
like
it more preserved or is it like rotted?
it's preserved.
Oh god.
Ooh, that sweet, sweet smell of formaldehyde.
Oh, Rictavio.
Mhm.
I know not. I wasn't gonna mess with you, but now I really know not to mess with you.
Well, it's glad to know that you're just as well traveled as us.
Thank you. Does that mean you've collected a couple of heads in your day?
Oh boy.
Just some bones.
People usually want my
Fair enough.
head or face, I guess.
Yes. Yes. But other than that, I have no outside of that wagon that is parked outside. I cannot guess who might have been here.
Nothing on second floor or third floor.
No, as I looked through, it didn't appear disturbed. I mean, it was decrepit anyways.
Okay. If
Oh.
you're fine with it.
Yes. Well, if the rest of you wanted to look, the cave entrance is northwest of here, on the other side of the lake. And that's
Were
where
you
you'll
planning on coming with us, or
that's where you'll find your
you're gonna
friend.
stick this one out?
About that.
Oh.
My friends, I must confess to you something. Unfortunately, I cannot accompany you any further. You see, long ago, a Vistani seer placed upon me a curse. That curse was that doom would come to those who I befriend. And Arielle, as I watched the abbot nearly kill you with his mace, I was terrified that my curse would prove true yet again. And what more, having come face to face with Strahd himself has only served to further unnerve me, even under the disguise. I promise you, I remain your ally. I remain an ally to the Fallen Sirens. But I must return to my investigations in Vallaki.
But you won't stop being our friend just because you're not here. Same.
Of course, and that's my reassurance to you. We remain friends. We remain allies. But I cannot accompany you on your travels, at least for the time being. I don't want to risk that, and I don't want to risk your lives. As I return to Vallaki, feel free to use this tower as a base if you so desire. But again, be careful regarding the entryway.
Oh yeah.
Can you show that to us again?
I will on our way out. When your intentions are to find and defeat Strahd, come find me in Vallaki.
Well, thank you for helping us out.
Of course.
You'll still be our friend.
And thank you for
Thanks,
showing
Em.
me such kindness.
Wait. So when we're gonna find and defeat Strahd, come find you.
Yes. I
Gotcha.
should be in Vallaki, continuing my research.
I hope it's not a burden to ask, but do you have anything that could help us deal with werewolves, or any tips?
Werewolves. Well, I mean, I'm sure you've learned yourself that they travel in numbers, so expect quite a few of them. Use stealth to your advantage, and I wish you the best of luck gaining your friend back. As far as things I can give you, let me see what I can muster. And he kind of like rifles around his room and his chest. Give me 1 second while I figure out, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
I'm sad that Rictavio is leaving us.
Me too.
Yes, I understand. I guess we wouldn't want to be cursed.
It's like I get it, but
It still hurts though. So about that wagon, Rictavio.
No, it's so right. There's an extra down there.
Oh, you're right.
Who's
Nah,
been feeding the horse?
Of course, that's the last thing on my mind.
Oh, there was no horse attached to the wagon that you guys found.
Oh, awkward. Guess we gotta go on foot.
Wait, there's 2 horses.
Yeah, but no, I think the other horse isn't meant to be there.
It's an imaginary horse.
Wait, what?
There's a horse on our rodeo, but
Oh, there's a horse on the one that you both came in on.
Yeah.
yeah,
Got it.
there's a white horse and a brown horse.
Yeah, the white horse brought one carriage that you came in on, and that's Drusilla. And the brown horse is the one that you brought from the winery.
You're so right.
Yeah. Mhm.
I just saw the third cat wagon.
Okay. This isn't much, but I have 3 potions here for you. 3 potions of healing that might be of some service to you. And finally, this scroll that I never got around to transcribing, it may find you more use. And he hands you, Lilith, the scroll.
I look at the scroll and just sort of trying to figure out what it is.
Okay. Okay, that'll need me need me more time.
Yeah, no worries.
At this moment, you cannot. It'll take you a little bit more
Take
time.
some time to
Yeah.
decipher what's going on with it. Yeah, of course. Yep, yep, yep.
Exactly. But a scroll is in your possession, and yes, and three potions of healing.
I hand Rictavio a topaz necklace that is in my inventory, and I say something to remember us by.
He goes, oh, Arielle, you shouldn't have. But I don't need an object to remember the 3 of you. Or the 4 of you, rather. 5 of you now. You are
6.
quite unforgettable. But I will take this. And he kind of like puts it around his neck. You said it was a necklace?
Yeah,
And then he kind of like puts it in his shirt. Thank you.
of course.
I go up to him and I give him my little mini Azula.
Azula, thank you. I'll keep this safe.
Don't put it in the chest with the head, please.
No, I'll bring this with me.
And I give him my skull. And it says, so you can have a friendlier face with the other one.
Oh, is there a significance to this skull, or?
Oh, we came across me as we were walking through the forest. Another me that was dead. So we burned the corpse just to be sure. So this is my head.
Oh,
I don't know if it has any significance, but there's no one else that I'd trust it with.
thank you. I'll keep it safe as well. He puts it in. His...
Anyways, what's the deal with that? Do you know anything about that?
Oh, you found a body not dissimilar to yourself?
No, exact replica with same birthmarks and same scars.
These forests play tricks on people, and they get into your mind, they get into your psychology. It only serves to further unnerve travelers, and those with lesser fortitude find themselves losing their mind. So the fact that you made it this far for this long proves
Are
your
you saying
fortitude.
that was in our head?
Well, I'm glad we made it and take care of the skull.
I'm glad you all made it too. Otherwise, I would not have met you. But we should take our leave. And he heads down the elevator. And presumably the rest of you follow along, unless there's anything in Rictavio's room that you want to do.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So the rest of you meet down back outside, and as you all leave, the door closes behind the lot of you. He goes. Rictavio says, "This door again is tricky, and if you make a single mistake, a beast will appear. very powerful beast. I cannot stress this enough. So pick an end and mimic the movements of the little man to the best of your ability.
Yeah, okay.
Follow it through to the very end. That's all I can say. The instructions are simple enough, but the risks are high.
You read the little man right to left or left to right.
You forget we're performers.
Yes, this should. Okay, so then in that case, you should all be fine.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Is it mirrored? We mirror it?
Yeah.
You,
Or do we-
You mirror it. Yes.
Okay.
You mirror it. So you all are trained dancers, trained performers. I do not
right.
worry in the slightest that I will never, that I will see that beast. But if I do, I knew it was you. Or any potential intruder. It might not be you. It might be someone trying to gain access. Maybe our friend here.
Yeah, don't ever doubt us like that.
I was silly to do that. I apologize. But there's only one way to reach your friend, and that is through following the perimeter of the lake around to the entranceway of the cave. That is quite the trek for a horse and a wagon, though if you decide to leave your horse and wagon here, it runs a great risk at you losing that horse. Who knows what beasts may come across it while you all are gone. What do you suggest?
What do we have in the it's just an empty wagon at this point, right?
Yes, unless you had used it to stow things.
No, not that I'm aware of. Okay, so we could always just take just the horse with us.
I mean, we're gonna take the horse, might as well take the wagon.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, can the wagon spread the roads, or is it gonna break down a lot?
You're so right.
That was what I was trying to convey. At some point, the
Gotcha.
wagon will no longer be able to accompany you, and potentially worse, that horse as well.
Let's just leave him. Is there a place we could leave him here? He got some like an amount of food. Will he graze around here?
And as I had warned, if you were to leave it here, it might suffer unfortunate consequences being
Man,
left
we're
out here in the open.
Alright,
A rock and a
Rictavio,
hard place.
what if
am
we
I
took it on
right?
the road with us, though?
You can take it on the road with you, but at some
The
point,
sirens are having a bimbo moment right now.
but at some point, it will no longer be able to follow you.
Do you have some food or something, or we can just leave it here?
Can
right?
you take? Wait, can you take our horse?
I will take this poor horse. Yes, it might live a shorter life if it were to accompany you. So,
Thank you, Rictavio.
Just messing with you,
what should I
Rictavio.
name her? What should I name her? Drusilla and
Drusilla.
Drusilla and Fanny. Yes, beautiful Fanny.
Fanny.
Beautiful Fanny. Did you just say beautiful Fanny?
I did say beautiful Fanny. Fanny is her name. She will keep Drusilla company. And he removes Fanny's reins from her neck, and he kind of gently leads her to the other carriage. And he goes, "Well, I believe this is where we part ways, unless you'd like a ride to the forest line."
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel a little tired. Yeah, I could use a ride.
Okay. And you all manage to bunch in, leaving this wagon right here, kind of in the middle of the road. And then after several moments, you realize that he'd have to unhitch and do some rearranging of the two wagons to be able to turn one around. It's a whole thing. That's a little bit of time, but it's okay. It was done. It was done. And all of you pack into the back of Rictavio's wagon.
Can I roll for how comfortable this is?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
roll.
who all is in the back, so he can. Yeah, so it's gonna be boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, someone's sitting awkwardly inside.
I guess I'll just roll. 17. I'm pretty comfortable.
Yeah, you happened upon a good spot. All right, and without Rictavio turns the two horses around. This wagon makes its way back towards the part where the path and the forest meet. Finally, he lets you off and he steps off and he says, "Well, I guess this is goodbye for now. I'll be in Valaki again, as I had mentioned.
We'll see you soon.
I wish you luck, and I hope you find your friend."
Bye, Rictavio.
Bye, Rictavio.
Eric
See you
Tavio.
soon.
Be safe. And he hops back on the carriage and he goes, "All right, Drusilla, Fanny, let's go." And you see them drive off into the distance as you all are left watching him on the side of the road and the forest line. Let's take a 3-minute break. Or a 5-minute break, yeah. Let's pick back up.
Is there?
Okay, so you can, just as Rictavio had recommended, you follow the water line around, and eventually it takes you back across a bridge that you had crossed not several hours ago. 30 minutes in, you travel for a while, and after 30 minutes, let's see. Everyone roll perception for me.
Raggy.
17.
Perception. I get +1 to my rolls, and that's either 61 or a 19. So I think that's a 19.
Okay.
7.
Azula, it's been a while since you've traveled on foot. You've enjoyed the last couple days being
On wagon.
on wagon, and you've been paying attention a lot to your footsteps. And as you do so, a glint of something kind of shiny catches your eye on the ground.
Wait, guys, hold on. I think I found something. I'm gonna like dig
Is it-
around. see
Is
what
it another body?
No, it's shiny. It might be like a quarter or something. You know how you find a penny? It's good. Find a silver. It's good luck. Let me try to dig it out.
Yeah, and you don't have to do much digging because it's mostly above ground. Though somewhat obscured by a little bit of dirt, you find a ring of keys.
A ring of
A
keys.
nondescript ring of keys,
Oh.
perhaps like 4 or 5.
Let's check that out. Someone's not getting inside their home tonight.
It's a definite number. It's not 4 or 5. It's 5.
5
keys.
keys.
Maybe we should
I
try and
count the
take it.
keys to see how many there
Uh-huh.
are.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
Mhm.
So looking at the keys, are any of them like a
Skull
skull?
shape.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my god.
Are these villainous keys?
They all look very similar. They're all rusty. They look like skeleton keys, with the long.
Skeleton keys, but no skull shaped.
Correct. Like the long, like I don't want to. I have to say it.
So not skeleton
The
key.
long shaft. of it
Shaft?
with the two.
The long
yeah,
shaft,
with the,
Lawrence?
With the two or three prongs.
Got
Yeah.
The
at
big
the
shaft
end.
with the 2. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, got it.
With the 2 prongs at the end, exactly. Yeah. So you've seen
I
it before.
hate-
You've seen it before.
I hate this so much.
Got it.
Yeah. But yeah, outside of that, they don't look distinct. No strange markings with a skull or anything like that. They just a set of keys.
Someone's not getting in their house tonight. I pocket them.
Yeah. Don't you hate it when you lock your keys inside your wagon?
It's the worst. Yeah.
It's the worst.
So yeah, this is the 5 of you now. Let's see. I gotta move these around just so
Dang,
that
that's a lot of people still.
right. 5 and
Three's
then
company.
there was a horse with Rictavio. What? Danny. And then the lot of you going this way. So yeah, after an hour or so, you cross this bridge, follow the follow the river back upwards, and about 2.5 hours later, you go through. You're like pushing through this forest, and as Rictavio had mentioned earlier, it's not suitable for cart or horse, and you notice the elevation start to climb. You're reaching a similar elevation to what it was like in Kresk. It's starting to get cooler. You see snow in the far distance, and yeah, it starts to get a lot more frigid. Uh, nothing dangerous at the moment. It appears as though the letter may have had some truth to it, with Strahd promising safety during your travel, perhaps when you make your way towards Ravenloft. But I want someone to roll. I want everyone to roll perception again.
Also, as we're walking through the forest, I just say, we never looked at that wagon, did we?
No, we did not. No, we did not.
I got a 19 on perception.
Oh, thank God I got a 6.
What about you, Arielle?
13.
15?
13.
13. So Lilith, you see as you pass one of the trees, you kind of like, as you pass some trees, you put a hand aside one of them, just, as you move through the brush. And you notice as you do so, you look down, and behind one of these trees, kind of like tucked in this kind of nook that the roots kind of create, you see a bundle.
Like a cloth bundle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, I think I found something too. I go up to the cloth bundle before opening it. I put my hand gently on it. Does it feel warm, or like what temperature do I feel?
It's cold, as if it had been sitting out for quite some time.
Okay, so I gotta open it up and see what's inside.
Inside, it contains a set of clothes. There's this drab, like Barovian style to them. As you've in your travels these past 11 or so days, there's not much color that you've seen apart from some of the nobles that you've encountered. And even then, their colors are muted outside, like compared to your travels outside of Barovia, where color is abound. This set of clothes falls in line with the theme of the commoners about. It's very drab, a lot of browns and beiges and grays, and they appear to be common clothes sized for a human adult.
So if I just had to guess, since we're getting close to the werewolves' den, when they transform, they probably don't want to ruin their clothes, right?
Oh, that makes sense.
So maybe this will be a way for us to blend in smell-wise.
You think one of them dropped their keys?
Well, I guess we'll find out when we get to the cave if there's a big wind door on the front of the cave.
You're so right. Put them away.
I think we should
Very-
take these clothes with us, if not wear them just for the sake of scent. How many? There's one set of clothes in there, right?
Yes.
Maybe we could all dress up in one article of clothing of this, or because I'm
Do they smell werewolfy?
Roll investigation or history.
That one.
All right, wait, I'm gonna roll and I'm gonna think of Lazlo and see if they smell similar to Lazlo.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation or history, and then I'll give you advantage.
Since we all were very familiar with what Lazlo smelled like.
And I say maybe since if my unseen servant is still here, how long has it been since we were at the place?
2.5 hours.
Ah, never mind.
It was a 5, so not
We
great.
never rested either, right?
We should probably do that sometime.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Should have done that in Rictavio's place.
Mm,
It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, no rest had taken place.
Wow, we didn't look at the wagon. We didn't rest. We fucked up, dude.
As
Because we want to save Lazlo.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm just too busy role playing to worry about mechanics. you know?
exactly, no, the sirens are desperate to get their friend back. Hence, they rush. Like the wagon is interesting, but it's not of import to you all. You guys just
at this point.
went for it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this makes contextual
Mhm,
sense.
mhm.
All right. Yeah.
You guys are playing in character.
Always.
As you investigate the clothes, you do spot the occasional, like the very small hints of hair, brown hairs.
It's werewolf hairs, I guess.
Is it like shedding hairs? Like when you pick up a dog that has hair? Or is it like.
Yeah, they're not that long. Yeah,
Are they curly?
no, well, no, not curly.
Okay.
Thank
God.
Thank
God.
All right. I guess this is hair. Could be from a dog, werewolf, or from anything really. But it's hair. Wait.
God damn it.
Okay, yeah, well, I guess we should take these. The only downside would be if and DM, don't do the thing where you take note of this and then make this happen. But I guess if we took these clothes with us, also whoever they belong to, they're probably in werewolf form right now, and they can probably track their own scent and be like, hey, where the fuck are my clothes going? But
Oh, you're so right.
I think the risk is but I think the risk is worth it. I think we should take the clothes.
Yeah, we could just say like, oh, we got cold.
Mhm.
Does it look like one set of clothes or like
Well,
three, like multiple?
Sorry, I'm getting a call. My bad.
No worries.
Okay. All right. So
Here we go.
werewolf clothes.
Oh, y'all, I need to tell y'all something.
Huh.
I had named the horse in my head, and her name was Penelope, but I didn't want to tell Rictavio.
Oh no. Well, you know what? For us, that's Penelope, because Fanny is a terrible name. And I tell this to you as a fellow siren. And Rictavio is cool. He's kind of like a pseudo siren, but Fanny is a terrible name. And I'm kind of upset about it. I didn't want to say anything. It's kind of a moment. But how the fuck is he gonna name our horse Fanny?
Yeah. Once we get her back, we'll bestow upon her. We could give her middle name, like Penelope Fanny or something like that.
Yeah. Penelope P,
Oh, Fanny PHANNY. All right. Does it look like there's one set of clothes or multiple?
One set of
It's
clothes.
just one set.
Yeah.
As I searched through the pockets to see if I can find anything about this person. Is there like a D&D version of an ID? Like a wallet?
Do people have wallets?
They have like coin purses, right?
purses.
I guess your ID is
Satchels.
you telling your story at the tavern. Am I right?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's how Rictavio got us.
Yeah, that's
True.
his
What was his
and
first
boy,
name?
and boy did he get us. Rictavio.
He didn't have another name? Musta.
He did. It
First
was
name Rick, last name Tavio.
No. He had another name. It was
Hold on, y'all. Sorry, someone's at my door.
What? Did you guys hear that?
Rudolph.
Oh, at the front door. Rudolph. Oh, like the reindeer.
Rudolph.
Nice.
Yeah. Rudolph, aka Rictavio, aka Rudolph.
AKA Home Slice, AKA
Penelope's owner.
the Lichen Siren.
Sorry, y'all. My
Wait.
neighbor showed up. She wanted to play with the dogs. I left
Have
her
you ever
outside.
planted tulip seeds, Kyle?
No, I planted weed seeds though. That shit fucking sucked.
Have you planted tulips around this dick?
I was gonna do the same thing. Fuck, you got fucked up though. You got fucked up.
Fuck. I'm like,
Yeah.
she likes plants. Maybe this is a real.
Fuck, and you wouldn't expect it from
Dude, Eric
Ireena.
did that to me.
See, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
Hurt
on a,
people
on a
hurt people.
completely unrelated note. What states start with a K?
No,
Completely
no, no,
unrelated.
no, no, no.
Completely unrelated.
No, thank you. I know this
Completely
one.
unrelated.
I don't know this one. I'm not saying anything.
Come on, Lawrence.
Just say it
Start
so
with
you
a
know what it
K.
is.
First one that comes to mind.
I was thinking Kentucky.
Kentucky, this dick in your mouth. It doesn't work. You're supposed to say Kansas.
Oh.
Yeah. We think it's Kentucky first.
What is
What's the Kansas?
yeah, what's the Kansas,
Kansas dick fit in your mouth.
God damn it.
Good time.
one?
I can't play anymore tonight, y'all. I gotta go. Bye.
Understandable.
Is someone at the door again?
All right, let's get to it.
Okay, hidden bundle.
Okay, yeah, let's take this shit
One,
with
it's
us.
one set of clothes.
Yeah, one set of clothes. I searched through the pockets. Anything in there? Oh, we were on medieval IDs or D&D
Yeah,
IDs.
no medieval IDs. You find 3 copper pieces.
Oh, sick. All right, one copper each, guys. Don't spend it all in one place. All right, let's take these clothes with us. They might come in handy for later.
All right. So, do we continue travel? What do we do?
Can we wait, do you guys still have enough energy to take on the possibly whole cave den of werewolves? Should we maybe hide?
We could rest. Could find a spot in the dirt.
What if we got a ton of leaves and we covered the wagon with it and we slept underneath it?
But we
And
don't
then
have the
look like
wagon.
an
We're on our
empty wagon.
feet.
No wagon.
We're on our feetsies.
We're on our feet.
Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah,
Sam?
let's go into the forest and make camp. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I'll take first watch shift.
Sounds good. As everyone settles in, do you guys make a fire? fire?
No, I think that's a bad
No.
Cook in
idea.
the cold. All right. Everyone settles in for sleep for the first shift. Lilith, can you roll for me perception?
Yeah. And also, can I do shit during my shift?
Oh yeah. What do you want to do?
I want to continue to study the Strahd's journal.
Okay. Perfect. So your shift presumably is going to be 4 hours, and that's exactly how much time it takes to study.
How convenient.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So as you read through the chapter, you learn about. Hold on. Sorry, one second. What I love about D&D is that it's completely open-ended.
One-ended?
Open-ended.
Open-ended, yeah.
Yeah. What I hate about D&D is that it's completely open-ended. I'm totally kidding. You read through it, and at the end of the 4 hours, you conclude your chapter, and as you finish the last few words, the mist coalesces into the dusk. Okay. Hold on. Sorry.
No worries.
All right. The mist coalesces into the dusk elf you saw in the previous chapter, not aged a day. The chatter of voices and the clanking of metal sing from outside the walls of an enormous tent. Its primary occupant is a colossal rectangular table atop which is carved an intricate scale map of the lands of Barovia. The model mountains climb to nearly 5 feet in the air, and its valleys sink deep into the tabletop. A voice directly to your right orders, "Commander Gwendolyn, The table is yours. The order was delivered by a man in his early 30s with a well-manicured jet black hair. His determined face is familiar to you. He does not appear dissimilar to that of a young boy you met at his home one summer afternoon, and yet now he stands clad in scarlet armor adorned with angelic feathers etched in gold leaf. So, the so you are in this room with three other individuals. What appears to be a younger Lord Strahd and let's see, an individual that you caught a brief glimpse of in the ladder of at the beginning of the last chapter, the individual that young Strahd was sparring with, and then a third figure that you don't recognize. You hear Strahd speak, and he goes, hold on, sorry, one sec.
No worries.
Okay.
Also, the figure that I recognized, that was his teacher that he was sparring with before, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, let's see here. The plan is such as this, Strahd begins. We need to oust the Order of the Silver Dragon and protect the commoners of Zime. And the Silver Dragon is positioned in this castle, and he points to the model, and you see this castle atop this hill. At the very base of that hill is a village below. The plan is as such. I will hold the forces and defend Zime and its people. General Rahadin, you will hold the tree line and ensure we are not routed. Commander Gwenalim, you will ride up the hill to the castle and challenge the remaining forces directly. You, Commander, as he looks at you, Lilith, which of these will you support?
By the trees.
So you will follow Commander Rahadin and hold the tree line alongside him. We attack at once. The conversational chatter of the camp builds to a roar. You blink, and you're now standing in the midst of a quaint farming village, many of its buildings wreathed in flame. Dozens of soldiers adorned with ravens are locked in combat against knights in silver and blue armor. Strahd sits atop a stocky black mare, points his blade forward, and shouts, "Advance!" As he does so, a javelin strikes his side and he's knocked to the ground. Ahead of you, you see Rahadin and Alik galloping off towards their posts, unaware that their lord has fallen. So you see Rahadin leave, and beside you, you see the sleeping bodies of Arielle, Azula, Ireena, and Vasilka, all clad in what appears to be soldier armor, unaware of the battle taking place around them.
So Strahd just got knocked off his horse with the javelin, right? And I'm right next to him.
Correct.
Okay, I walk up to Strahd and I examine his wounds.
He goes, "Continue with the plan. Follow Rahadin. I'll be fine."
I examine the wound. Does it look like he'll be fine?
It appears superficial. But actually, no. He's more injured than he's. We'll go. Actually, roll it for me. Medicine. Roll it for medicine.
Brown, no shit about anything.
Okay.
Head empty. I rolled in that one.
He's bleeding. He's bleeding. You can't tell under the armor and such that you can't tell how wounded he is, and if he's putting up appearances to keep everyone, confident and not, worry about their general.
And then I say to him, what is an army without its general? And then I use lay on hands and heal him for 5 hit points.
Okay. Let's see. No more blood starts to seep from his armor. And he goes, I appreciate you, Commander. And as you stand beside him, an armored figure as well as 3 infantrymen appear to approach all of you. Enemies of your army.
We're still asleep though, right? We're
Yes,
just
you
wearing
all are
armor.
laying on the floor about the scene. Strahd goes, are these your subordinates? Wake them.
Oh boy. All right. I yell to the rest of the sirens, soldiers at attention.
And as the rest of you wake
wake
up, you are in the middle of this raging battle. And beside you on the floor, you see Strahd, a young Strahd, kind of like removing a spear from his torso.
So I say aloud, what are you doing sleeping? We're here to help General Strahd. And I go to help them to their feet. And as I put out a hand to help them up. And as they get close, I say, we're in the journal again. Quietly, like in their ear as I help them each up.
My eyes widen, but I'm just like, oh, okay.
I think I'm dreaming
Yes,
still.
sir.
I'm like, what?
Ireena draws her sword and she says, I'm ready. What do we
We're
need to do?
fighting.
I sort of poke you in the foot with the back end of my spear, Azula, and say, get ready, that's your general.
Does it hurt? I go, pinch me. Am I dreaming?
And I reach out and pinch her.
You take 1 hit point of damage.
Oh my gosh, this is real. So if I was resting and I replenished a hit die, that's still I
You
took
didn't
1 hit
complete the
point.
rest, so it's not.
Oh
through
my
the
gosh,
end
so
of the
I'm
night.
still okay.
Oh fuck.
That's
Hey,
the
you
one
know,
I'm dead. I'm
it
just kidding.
is what it is. All right. Okay.
Does that count as a short rest then?
No.
All right,
Oh, we
Strahd.
didn't rest at all, technically.
Lead the way, General Strahd. These should be no problem for us.
All right, I want everyone to roll initiative.
No fucking way.
I got a 13.
I got a nat 1, but it's a 4.
Arielle, 4.
14.
Lilith, 13.
I wonder why I have. All right, completely like whatever. I don't know why I have a negative initiative. Like,
Azula?
am I just
14.
not motivated? Like,
No, your
you know?
dex is low.
Oh, because I'm chonky. Yeah, okay.
One sec. Ireena. That's a 1. Vasilka, 18.
Is Vasilka in full armor as well?
She appears dressed as a soldier, yes. And
Does she have any weapons?
she's not holding anything. She's kind of confused as she's looking around, and she's.
Are we holding our stuff and do we look like ourselves or do we look like a soldier?
Let's see. Go ahead and roll insight.
8.
Okay, so you gather that amongst as other people that don't know you look at you and try to yell at you, "Get up, wake up!" They know, and they call you by different names. So it's presumably you're inhabiting a body of someone who's living that moment. But to you and each other, you appear as yourselves wearing what you're wearing.
And we have our stuff with us.
Yes. Ooh. Okay.
That did not sound good.
I know.
That
It's the
that
same as
does
like your doctor,
not-
your barber. Like you don't want to hear that.
Mhm.
Don't hear that shit from your DM either.
You're a tattoo artist. Oops.
Ay, that's not gonna come out. Haha. Because it's a tattoo.
So
I love how you had to say because it's a tattoo.
So the infantrymen go first with their 20. And they roll to hit. They each roll 11, attempting to hit. Oh, wait, no. One rolls an 11, attempting to hit Vasilka and misses. This one's for you, Azula. 13.
You do not hit me.
Lilith, 8.
Nope.
And then finally, Arielle. This paladin tries to attack you. Let's see. 14.
No, thank God.
And you all, with your experience in combat, you easily dodge the attacks of what appear to be commoners in armor. And yeah, Vasilka goes first, and seeing her new friends get attacked by these people, she goes into a rage and attempts to attack, unfortunately missing with this body slam that she attempted. Azula, it's your turn.
I am going to. Oh, no. I'm going to. So if I was sleeping, I'm thinking, if I was sleeping, I've just realized that this is real. I don't think I pulled out my spear. I don't think I pulled out my short sword. Am I within punching distance?
One attempted to attack you, so yes, you're within punching distance of one of them.
So I'm going with 2-weapon fighting. Will you give me 2 fists as 2 weapons?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw 2 punches through 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay. Roll to hit for both.
14 and 9.
14 hits, 9 doesn't. You land one of those fists.
I do a whopping 3 damage.
Okay. And as you deck this infantryman in the face, your punch does a considerable amount, considering you're unarmed, and he appears already kind of like stunned by that. He's like rocked. Is that going to conclude your turn?
I'm gonna pull out my weapon. Is that can I just do that, or
I'll let you do that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my short sword.
Okay.
And that concludes my turn.
All right. Lilith, you're up. Arielle, you're going to be on deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the old Paladin thing and take 2 attacks and then a bonus attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for the. Let me see. I'm gonna go for the one next to Vasilka.
Okay.
So I go up on them and I'm gonna take again, 2 attacks with the spear, then a bonus attack. So first attack is a 9, and then a 15. Do either of those hit?
The second one hit.
Okay. And then for the bonus attack, I rolled a 7, 8, 9, 11.
Only the second one hits. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a regular attack. So I'll roll for damage. It's 1d6 plus a 4.
Mhm.
So that's 2 plus 4, so 6 damage.
Describe how you kill this infantryman.
Oh dang, this guy's it's not real tough. So I'm definitely not holding back, as I could see Vasilka is kind of in danger, and I just sort of charge at him with the spear
Mm-hmm.
and run him through a bit more easily than I was really anticipating.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right. Is that going to conclude your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Strahd gets up. He pulls out the spear and he makes for the individual, the paladin that threw it at him, and he runs and he attempts to drive it in. Let's see. Yeah, and he runs it right into the paladin's torso, healing. Oh my god, 9 damage.
Does he kill the paladin?
He does not. The paladin is actually pretty bulky. I was thinking of making a paladin, but the paladin calls himself a friend Adin instead of a paladin. Anyways.
Oh my
fucking
god.
Arielle, it's
Can
your
I just
turn.
say I'm glad we didn't, and if I ever DM a session, you're banned from doing that. That's my one house rule. Is that
Don't make a friend Adin. Arielle, it's your move.
Okay, so I don't see it on the owlbear. Do we know how like the distance or anything?
It's in the theater of the mind. Everyone's approachable.
Okay, well, can I try to get into like I'll step forward so I'm like near more people, and then I want to try calm emotions.
Okay, who are you trying to calm?
The people that are attacking us.
Okay. So it's a ranged attack. It's like it deals within a range of people.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius or
Okay.
60 feet.
Yeah, everyone's within that.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I do calm emotions and I go, and I sing, oh God, I don't have any song. Hannah Montana's Everybody Makes Mistakes and try to calm everyone down. How did they do? It's a attack save, Charisma 13.
Charisma 13 saving throw. All right. 1. 2. 3. Okay. You notice the one that got attacked by Azula and the one that got attacked by Strahd. The emotion on their face kind of like shifts ever so subtly, but you notice this as you're casting your spell. They aren't engulfed in the rage of war. They've kind of like become, a little bit more placated.
And I say, why are you attacking us? And I like try to talk to them while they're like calm.
We're defending the stronghold against your people.
This is your land.
I feel like Shrek, where he's like, "Can't we settle this over a pint?"
This is the land belonging to the Silver Dragon. The Silver Dragon owns this land.
How about we not fight and we take a seat next to each other over here. Then I like point down ground.
Conversation is futile, and we can talk if you'd like, but it would only end in bloodshed when the Silver Dragon takes what's finally his.
What? Why are you guys? Oh no, wait, sorry, hold on. I'm trying to remember. So they're the Silver Dragon, and we're. Do we know what we are? I look around. I know we're wearing like blue and silver. Like, why are we fighting in the first place? Just to stop each other from what?
Yeah, you're like, so you're kind of in this moment in medias res as in in the middle of things, and you have no context of what's happening before and what's happening after. You
No,
just
I'm-
know you're in this war.
I'm asking him.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. I apologize. So remind me of the question again.
I was just like, why are we fighting? Why do we need to fight? Can't we just like? Why would it end in bloodshed?
Well, the matter is
Why does it
simple.
need to end in bloodshed?
The matter is simple. The Silver Dragon owns this land, and General Strahd here is stopping us from attaining it.
Who is the Silver Dragon?
And with that, it is Ireena's turn.
Mm.
So Ireena, seeing the fact that you're having a conversation with two of them, kind of like lays down arms and waits. At the top of the round, it's the infantryman who's placated, followed by the other infantryman. He goes, the one that's not placated goes, What are the two of you doing? Now's not the time for conversation. We're fighting for the Silver Dragon. And he attempts to attack you, Arielle. 19?
Yeah.
6 slashing damage.
Ooh.
As he kind of like cuts into your conversation, literally. With,
Oh my
with
god.
On a roll.
a short
Yeah,
sword.
you're on a roll today.
With a long sword, rather.
And nat 20 to be exact.
Let's
When it
see
comes
what
to comedy.
you can suppress any when the spell ends. Okay. All right. The other. How long does this last? Concentration up to a minute. Okay, so you have to roll concentration. You have to roll Constitution to see if you lose hold on calm emotions.
Sorry.
So I roll concentration, and then where's concentration?
It's gonna be Constitution for concentration.
Oh, okay. And just the regular
D20.
Constitution.
D20. Add your Constitution modifier.
Okay, but not like the saving one, right? Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, 6.
And with that, the men with whom you were having conversation with shake their head as they are roused back, and they're like kind of confused in the moment, but they're pissed because they gather what just transpired. The bulky one that was just attacked by Strahd picks up his longsword yet again and makes for the general. 19. It lands and deals 3 damage as it slashes Strahd, and this only serves to further enrage your general.
And Strahd is not as beefy as his present day.
With what he says is, I actually agree with him. Now's not the time for conversation. We must fight. Vasilka kind of like sees Strahd speak, kind of throws an eye towards him, almost like stares at him for a noticeable amount, and does not take action.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Azula, it's your turn.
After pulling out my short sword, I'm gonna imbue it for an extra d6 of damage. So I'm gonna take a d6 of damage, but every time I hit, I'm gonna do an extra d6 of damage.
Okay.
Do that right now. Okay, big money. No, small money, small money. Okay, take 2 damage.
Small money.
2 damage. But now I'm gonna hit them with the short sword. I'm gonna hit him twice because I get an extra attack. So
Okay. Who are you attacking?
the
The one
last one.
you've been attacking?
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I say, you like the taste of that? Try this. And I'm gonna hit him. Could I roll the same if I hit him with like the butt of it and then like give him a stab?
It would be different. Yeah. I'd give you like a D4 for the butt of it.
D4 of damage?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it for style.
I appreciate that.
So 22.
That lands. The butt lands.
9.
The butt lands. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Okay, I take D4 plus a D6. I imbued that shit. 4 damage.
Yeah, describe how you knock out this infantryman with the butt of your.
Just go, how'd you like this? And then smack him. And knock out, like, he died. He died.
I'm sorry.
Does he die?
I mean, were you trying to kill him?
No, I was not.
Okay, then he just knocks out unconscious on the ground.
Okay.
Right. But
I go, who wants some more?
okay. Lilith, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to take my turn to run over and sort of study Vasilka
Okay.
and talk to her.
As you run up to her, she seems kind of like taken by Strahd.
So I'm gonna say to her, okay, I'll just fucking say it. Yeah, this is an illusion, and yes, this is Strahd, but this is not the same Strahd that killed your father. This is a Strahd from an earlier time before he was who he is, and we're trying to learn more about him through living out the visions from his journal.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Oh my god, I dropped my dice out of my dice roller. Holy shit. 16 and a 17. Where's persuasion? Hey, so a 19.
She shakes her head and she looks at you. She goes, I'm sorry, I was just confused. I thought this was a dream. But I'm here now.
I think it's somewhere in between. But I still wouldn't get hit with a sword.
Okay. Noted. Strahd.
Also, can I hand her a great axe?
Yeah, you can hand her a great axe.
All right, sick.
With great axe. Yeah, you place this like this large great axe in her hand, and she takes it and looks down at it. Meanwhile, Strahd goes, "Those weapons are more for looking at. It's time to fight!" And he attacks that the paladin that attacked him again. Yep, and he lands, and let's see how much it did. He does all of 8 damage on this paladin, kind of like wounding him gravely. Arielle, it's your turn.
Cool. And then I go to the one that I try to attack the one that Strahd is fighting.
Okay.
And I do a vicious mockery. And I mock him yelling at his other 2 friends that were talking to me. And I go, and that's my attempt. Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13. For which one again?
Vicious mockery.
On who?
On the one that was attacking Strahd. That's the same one that was like getting mad at his 2 friends, right, for talking, or did...
No. So the one that was getting mad at his 2 friends was the one that wasn't charmed by you, or wasn't calmed emotion by you. The one that's been attacking Strahd is the bulkier one.
Okay, I'm making fun of the one that did make fun of that did get mad at his 2 friends.
Okay. Wisdom 13. Fails. Go ahead and roll damage.
Five.
Describe how this infantryman succumbs to your words.
he crumbles in despair and he goes, "I don't sound like that," and then he cries and that's it.
Which is how people usually respond to a sick diss like that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Ireena is gonna attempt to attack. Let's see. Okay. Ireena looks at Strahd and appears conflicted. I'm gonna have her roll. 7. She holds her sword and looks at it. And knowing what she knows, she's gonna attempt to attack Strahd. And she misses. Strahd kind of like sees Ireena rush towards him, sword drawn, and he steps back, and her sword like plants in front of him, and he looks at her. She goes, "Traitor." Meanwhile, the Paladin is gonna. He kind of like is confused by the sight of all this. Is going to attack Strahd anyways. He's like, "More for us." He misses. Vasilka is going to attempt
That's beefy.
to attack the Paladin. With this great axe, she's kind of unused to the weight of it. She kind of like, and like it clumsily like falls, like strikes the ground beside, and missing any purchase. Azula, it's your turn. Lilith, you're on deck.
Guys. Zula like, wakes through her tiring eyes. I don't know whose side we're supposed to be on right now. I'm very confused. Who is the silver dragon? General.
Oh. The Silver Dragon is trying to unlawfully take this land. We must assure that does not happen.
Are they a dragon?
Yeah, they an actual dragon?
Not that I've known.
Maybe you should have a democracy.
You should be cool.
And is this is his land or this is our land?
This is our land.
I asked them, is this your land?
Sit down.
I asked the Paladin.
At this point, it's too much. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go for the Paladin then.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
17 for the first one.
That hits.
16 for the second.
All right, both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
17 total.
Describe how you kill this paladin.
I just run up to him and I give him a first stab and I say, "I'm sorry if this was your land." And then I pull it out.
Let's see.
Also, let me know. Can you hear the background noise?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
A river of blood flows down the enemy's silvered sword, now lying idly in the mud. A divine cacophony of thunderous booms beat on your eardrums, followed by a cold shiver that runs the length of your spine. The cold seems to emanate from the mansion high on the hill. A blood-curdling roar rips through the air, silencing the battlefield, and your attention is drawn southward. The sun above reflects harshly off a pair of glinting silver scales and claws that crest the turrets of the castle.
A dragon.
And you gaze in full view of Argenvost, the silver dragon. as that
That
As
answers
that-
that question.
as the image of the dragon appears, this memory fades and slowly
No!
closes around the site of this dragon, and all of you are now standing in the forest before Lilith's open tome of Strahd.
All right, Azula's like panting, like, where is he?
I'm
So-
like heaving with like my hands on my knees, and I'm like, how about we don't read that until after we sleep?
Yeah, next time I'll give you guys a fair warning. I was just looking into some light reading while I was taking a watch.
Vasilka is looking down, confused at the great axe she's holding. She goes, "This is very difficult to wield."
Oh, here. How about we trade? And I give her my short sword. Is that better? Is this better?
It's lighter.
We'll trade.
I think it's more manageable.
Does
That o-
Vasilka have
that okay?
superhuman like mutiny strength? Or is I guess from just assessing Vasilka and how she's fought before, am I able to like assess her strength?
Roll perception for me, or actually investigation.
Alright.
Can I actually have the great axe, or do you want it back? Do you
Can
need
you
it
use
back?
it?
Yeah.
Okay, you can have it.
Here you
It's
go.
a 16.
You sense that Vasilka has a lot of potential, particularly in terms of strength, and a lot of it is driven by this inert emotion that's in her that seems to come out in like a rage of sorts. Her attacks are unwieldy and haphazard and not precise, but when they land, it does appear strong to you.
Got it. Okay.
You said a longsword?
Oh, this thing is sick.
She said a short sword.
Oh, short sword.
A short sword. Yeah, sorry. But this thing does 1d12 damage. This thing is sick. This thing is sick.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're getting some use out of it.
All right. So yeah, you guys are awakened in the middle of your slumber. It's in the dead of night. When this transpires.
Maybe we should all get some sleep now. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
Next time I'll give you a warning.
At least we know now.
All right. And so do you maintain watch, Lilith, or are you trying to, or do you want to get relieved, or
Shit. Because no one got their rest.
right? Ireena volunteers. She goes, I can take watch this time.
How are you feeling, Ireena?
I feel fine. I wasn't harmed
Nice.
during the book. But I apologize for what took place back there. I saw Strahd and I saw red.
Oh, no worries.
No,
No worries.
I understand, but maybe we should find a spot for you to stay if we go to his
Oh,
palace.
yeah, that's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea.
Wait, why? You not trust me?
Oh, I absolutely trust you, but I think that
Kinda
might
just
not want to
saw
be there.
red, Maybe we could do like some training. Maybe we can open up the book later on and see how you do. Because we can't just walk into his castle and stab him.
our goal is still to defeat Strahd, but I
Slowly.
think we still have more to learn.
I'm sorry. We were in battle. My sword was in hand. He was distracted. I thought I
It's
could just
okay.
take out some grievance on him,
I understand that.
Yeah, me too.
even if it isn't real.
Yeah, there's no saying like I don't think that hurting him in the book would actually impact life now.
I'm
anyways.
I'm aware of that, but it still would have made me feel better.
That's fair.
Can I reread old passages?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. If you ever want to go beat up on baby Strahd, let me let me know.
What if we made Strahd not Arielle, just Ina question, but what if we made Strahd relive his childhood just by reading the tome, and that was our form of torture? Just a thought. Go ahead.
Dang, that's good. That's very bardic of you. Also, that's a fantastic idea.
Okay.
Okay. So unless there's anything else you guys want to discuss, Ireena is going to take watch.
All right, thanks, Ireena.
All right. The rest of the evening goes on without incident. Go ahead and take your long rest.
Sick with it.
All right, and you wake up the next morning before dawn again, and yeah, what do you do?
I still have some eggs, so oh wait, we can't start a fire. Want to have some breakfast?
Divine smite some eggs.
There's salmonella. Is salmonella known?
Rolls. I was gonna say roll science, but that's not a thing.
Medicine, nature.
Roll medicine. Yeah, roll medicine.
15.
Okay, so you are aware of the possibility of getting sick from undercooked foods. Yeah.
I still have a ration. Maybe we can split if you guys don't have any.
Let me see if I have food. Yeah, hold on. We could just start a fire. Let's see. I don't have. I have one ration. Wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some dry goods.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat up a ration. I have 10. That doesn't sound right, so I'll eat up a couple. Is the
Some crispy oats.
yeah.
And then I say, I like turn to Ireena and Vasilka. I'm like, oh, do you guys have any food, or do you want some of this? And then I split. I don't know what a ration looks like still, but I'm assuming it's a loaf of bread or something. And I go like,
A loaf of
I've been
bread, maybe some
imagining,
breads
like,
and cheeses.
Medieval emeries.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, after breakfast. Wait, did you or did you not start a fire? No. Okay.
Depends on what you say next. I'm just kidding. No.
After breakfast, what do you guys want to do?
I guess we should just keep on heading towards the cave with the clothes.
Yeah, let's continue onward.
I look around the clothes. Do I see any big paw prints on the ground?
Oh, beside the clothes?
Yeah.
Roll for me investigation.
Like if they came to sniff at it.
Or just like if when they left? 11?
No, though you do see a pair of human footprints heading towards north.
Oh, maybe they just went naked. All right.
You think they smelled their clothes? And like.
Well, or maybe those are from before because I didn't look before for footprints.
Gotcha.
All right, yeah. If you guys are ready, I'm down to keep heading towards the cave.
All right. And as you make your way north, all around you, you hear. You just hear the sound of wolves echoing about as you approach. And this is where we're going to end the session.
Dang, I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm ready to provide the wolf hands, the wolf paws, dude.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Hey, you know,
Alright.
hey, it's nothing for the sirens. There's 5 of us. How many of them could there even be? You know, ain't nothing.
Famous last words. Didn't Rictavio warn us that they travel in packs?
Look, a pack could be in 2. Yeah, he could have just said couple, you know, but oh, that's true. Yeah, what are we gonna do about that? I mean, honestly, I guess if Lazlo just straight up is like, no,
Fuck
I'm
is
good.
a silver dragon? My notes just say silver dragon, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh yeah, wait, do you guys remember fucking like at this point this is like a year ago in our time, but like we came across like behind a waterfall like a pile of bodies.
Actually, it's more like 7 days ago. We've only been here for like 12 days.
Well, no, I meant like in like
IRL. Yeah. I remember. I
IRL,
was thinking
bro.
about that too.
Mhm.
I was thinking about it too when he said the forest fucks with you. If we ever saw those human piles of like those piles of human
Yeah,
bodies behind the waterfall.
What if that was the fucking dragon, bro? What if that was a snacky snack for later?
Oh my gosh.
like that
That's
was the
smart.
dragon's den?
I don't know. We looked around but we spent so much time around those bodies, and that's like a mystery we never even scratched the surface of. I don't know what the fuck was
Oh.
happening there.
I was thinking
Mhm.
maybe that was just like the forest fucking with us because we asked Rictavio and he was like, yeah, sometimes the
Maybe.
forest fucks with you.
Bro, I don't know. People be saying that, but that seems like a lot of weird shit has happened. I don't know. Maybe it is forest, but I feel like the forest solutions are Strahd. But you know, what do I know? What do I know? We'll find out more as we keep on going. You know.
That we will.